Greetings, brothers and sisters. So I got more messages and comments about Bill and Melinda Gates getting divorced than probably any other story. I had a little bit of a headache yesterday. It's gone, so no reason to comment about it, but I didn't get a chance to talk about this, and I really don't have that much to say. Bill and Melinda Gates are getting divorced. Future of foundation in question. We're talking about the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which Melinda's a big part of, and so is Bill. This is Melinda, this is Bill. You know, I'm not going to get into the whole dude thing and any of those types of things, but they were married for 27 years. And of course, it's a different sort of a marriage, right? These types of elite level people, you know, and I don't like the word elite because it makes it sound great. It's people who have more money and privileges. Melinda Gates calls marriage to Bill irretrievably broken, declines spousal support despite no prenup. And what this is about is they've already reached a settlement agreement. And so I don't know what it is, whether she's going to get half or whatever. I don't care. Here's the tweeter from Bill. After a great deal of thought and a lot of work in our relationship, we have made the decision to end our marriage. Over the last 27 years, we have raised 3 incredible children and built a foundation that works all over the world to enable all people to lead healthy, productive lives. Way to pitch your foundation when you're making it a divorce announcement. Pat yourself on the back there, Bill. We continue to share a belief in that mission and will continue our work together at the foundation, but we will no longer believe we can grow together as a couple in the next phase of our lives. We ask for space and privacy for our family as we begin to navigate this new life. Melinda Gates and Bill Gates, soon to have a different name, at least one of them, I assume Melinda. The only thing I have to say about this is the timing of it, because their foundation is at sort of a pinnacle of something they've worked for a very long time. Right now, you see the rollout of stuff that Bill and Melinda have pushed for now, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 years, as long as the foundation's been around. And it's the Melinda and Bill Foundation. Now, after so many years, this agenda is being rolled out, and there's a divorce. It seems, I don't know, like a bad timing type of thing. I don't understand, why now? There it is. Bill and Melinda are getting divorced. And so this guy had an epic gaffe again, another one.
The reason I'm bothering to do this is I keep hearing on the press, Biden's going to raise your taxes. Anybody making less than $400,000 a year will not pay a single penny in taxes.
So if you're making under $400,000, which is most people, you're not going to have to pay a single penny in taxes. JoJo just said it. We should hold him to it.
Anybody making less than $400,000 a year will not pay a single penny in taxes. And we will not increase the deficit either, unlike the last gigantic tax cut, which increased the deficit by $2 trillion.
You're increasing the deficit every day, JoJo, and your multiple bailouts and he's just printing money. This guy, he's saying that the tax cuts won't increase the deficit. So what he's saying is he's not going to raise taxes. What he means to say is he's not raising taxes on people making under $400,000 a year, and then he's going to raise taxes on everybody else. And instead of giving the wealthy a tax break, which increased the deficit, he's not doing that. But he's giving everybody handouts left and right, including, Hunter and his peeps, right? His posse. And so you'll see that all these infrastructure, I talked about this, the infrastructure bill and all these things, all that money has to go somewhere. People have to win those contracts, and there'll be kickbacks and corruption like there always is. So JoJo not taxing anybody making less than $400,000, another major gaffe by this clown. So this is interesting. Khloe Kardashian purportedly DMs Tristan Thompson alleged fling. So for me to make celebrity videos, there's usually a couple of criteria. The first one is have I made videos on the person before? Because I don't really enjoy researching celebrity stuff. Like if I don't know the celebrity and I have to, do a whole bunch of work, then it isn't really fun for me. So if I've covered them before, which I have with Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian, let me show you a clip of that. This is where she asks him to impregnate her again. The second piece, well, before I show the clip, the second piece is, can I make fun of the celebrities, mock them in some way? Is there quality humor to be derived from their situation? And so with these two clowns, there was. Let me show you that clip of the exchange between them and the jokes, because it's, to me, rather enjoyable. It's all caught on videotape.
I just want you to know I really appreciate you guys, each and every one of you.
She appreciates all of them, every one of them, each and every one of them. She appreciates the empire. A couple of billionaires came out of this thing. There are a couple of billionaires on this show. And to think it all started with a sex tape in the OJ trial. If one of those things didn't happen, there'd be no show. There'd be no Kardashians.
Did we make the right decision by walking away?
That's why this is in a video. I was like iffy when I saw this. It was like came out a month ago. I was like iffy, but when I saw, did we make the right decision? I don't know. Maybe 2 more seasons. Like I've never seen the show. I've just seen like these things, either promos or some kind of, whatever, like a small clip on YouTube, like, a minute-long clip on YouTube. And it's unwatchable. I mean, it has, it's the kind of a worst, lowest degraded entertainment out there. Fake drama and just, stage stuff and just low-level consciousness. Did we make the right decision by walking away? I don't know. It's such a classic show. I mean, I think you guys could have milked another 3 or 4 seasons out of this thing. 60, what did they say, 15 seasons, 16 seasons? So then they put this up there. I haven't seen this yet, but it's Courtney and Tristan Thompson ready for baby number 2. They're having baby number 2. I think he cheated on her. Something went wrong there. And now they're back together to procreate. They're coming together for a second baby.
I just think these birds are going to shit on me.
One can only hope. Are those were those seagulls?
I think these birds are going to shit on me.
This shit is good luck. It's good luck if a
Every
bird
day.
shits on you.
Yeah, it's great luck. It's nothing better, especially if you have your mouth open, you tilt it towards the sky. It's wonderful luck.
FYI. It's a nice breeze.
Kim, every time I post a video of True, she DMs me and she's like, she can't play by herself her whole life.
Is the kid's name True Thompson or True Kardashian?
In my head, when I was going to have kids, I never ever imagined having an only child.
Who told you to look in your head?
And especially being on quarantine with her, I felt bad. Like she had no friends, she had nobody. And it was because, they were isolated even from each other for so long.
All good reasons to have a second kid. But what about the genetic pool here? What about bringing in yet another Kardashian into this world? Do you ever think about the rest of us? Like how that's going to affect the rest of us? I know your kid's lonely and, you think 2 kids is, but I mean, what about the rest of us?
Long. I don't know, True's getting older, and I just feel like it's now time.
I think you need to have a girl named True. I think you need a boy named False. I think have a kid named False. You can have True and False, the binary system in your house.
To have another kid.
Yep. I like to hear.
Exactly. There's nothing better than these spontaneous talks that happen with multiple cameras and strangers and people filming that's going to be put out on crappy e-television for dopes to watch. I mean, these moments are so touching.
I have been thinking about wanting another kid for quite some time now, and I already have a head start on that. I started the process a couple months ago when I froze my eggs.
She's been freezing eggs. Like, that's the thing. Like, you know, she's been freezing her eggs. She's already ahead of the game now. She's got some frozen eggs.
I'm going to need you. We have to like line it up with your schedule.
No, I agree.
So
Yeah.
I can make it.
This sounds like so romantic and fascinating and natural. He's got to line it up with his schedule. She's got to freeze her eggs. They got to figure out, you know, all these things to come together and procreate. He's got to check his schedule to find out when he's not getting dunked on by better basketball players.
Embryos with my frozen eggs.
Oh, I'm all for it.
Okay, I think I'm ready to do the whole pregnancy thing again. This process might take time. I have no idea. So I just think start the process, at least be prepared.
I think it's gonna work.
Great. All of this sounds wonderful. Let's bring out the lawyers.
I think it's going to work.
Exactly.
It sounds like it's going to work. It sounds like, you know, it's just so natural and spontaneous and wonderful. And, you know, got frozen eggs. He's got to clear his schedule. You guys are both going to work this thing out. And why is he wearing a Lakers shirt? He plays for the Celtics, and they're kind of like, you know, enemies.
You know, I've always wanted like 4 kids, so I have Prince and True. 2 down, 2 more to go.
Okay, well, we'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah, what's going to happen? I'm glad you guys negotiated this second child successfully, and we're getting to see it. Like, if there's no keeping up with the Kardashians, we wouldn't be seeing this wonderful romantic procreation event. So what's happened here is, I guess he's cheating on her with Instaghoul skanks again, which is kind of wonderful given, you know, everything to do with the Kardashians. And she decided to DM the Instaghoul skank in question. And so there they are. And I looked at this picture. This is why I decided to cover this again, because they're not even like human beings anymore. Like the shape of this person's face, you know, I know there's Photoshop and I know there's filters, but there's a lot of plastic surgery and silicone and things going on with these people. Like they are, you know, at what point you have so much silicone or fake crap in your body that you're no longer considered 100% human? Like you're part doll and part, you know, like these people aren't even human beings anymore. They are just, and this is, you know, an obsession with your personal appearance. Like how obsessed are you with your appearance to do this to yourself? And it's not going to age well. You know, it looks weird. Like she looks like she's got some sort of alien-shaped face now or whatever it is. It's like they're not even real people anymore. So then I saw this, which goes along with that. TikTok user claims Ben Affleck sent her video after matching on Raya, which I understand is some sort of dating app. So what this story is about, another person who looks like they have fake lips and maybe other, you know, fake things as well. And she got a message matching her on this dating site with Ben Affleck, and she deleted it because she didn't think it was the real Ben Affleck, because she didn't think he was that desperate. I guess it's hard times at the Affleck household for, you know. And so he DM'd her, and so she posted it on TikTok like people do. Thinking of the time I matched with Ben Affleck on Raya and thought it was fake, so I unmatched him, and he sent me a video on Instaghoul.
Naveen, why did you unmatch me? It's me.
It's me, Naveen. Naveen, it's me. Why do you unmatch me, Naveen? It's me. It's the actual Ben Affleck. Yes, I am that much of a loser. Maybe he can hook up with Melinda Gates. Or I hear Melinda is on Raya Ben. Maybe you guys could make another foundation. So think about this. This is just Tuesday. This is just another Tuesday on Pockets of the Future and in the world. And look at how effed up everything is. Just completely effed up. God gave human beings a slightly more developed frontal lobe and opposable thumbs. And this is what we've created. just think about what I show here on a regular basis and what other people show or what the news shows you. I mean, just plug into the show for a little bit and see what human beings are doing. That's just, bizarre and unnatural and twisted and weird and all these things, right? What they've done to themselves physically and mutilating their bodies and making themselves into these like monstrous, unhuman creations and things like this through plastic surgery and just like everything, right? This obsession with appearance and how stupid everything is. Pop culture is just so stupid. I mean, that's why I have trouble covering celebrities, because they're very superficial. They're almost always not interesting people. They've all pretty much gone to the dark side and made some sort of deal with the devil. And it just makes you feel crappy. Like, people are obsessed with celebrities. These shows, Entertainment Tonight, and these magazines, and just all of it, right? How celebrity obsessed people are. And it's just, a shit show out there. And then Bill and Melinda Gates and all these people, right? And JoJo out there making these major gaffes and then pretending he's a hero. The news media, it's just, everything's like an abomination. Human beings have some freedom of choice and expression, right? We have the ability to create things and do things and deviate from whatever's going on in the natural world. And look at what we've done. Look at the mess that we've made of ourselves and the planet. I mean, it's just, embarrassing. Like, it's not really much more to say about it. I mean, this is, the need for a spiritual redemption. This is why I talk about the heartfulness stuff all the time, because it's a redemptive movement in the sense that people have to take responsibility for going away from their designated course. Your soul has a path, and our collective souls have a path. Humanity has a collective path, and we have an individual path on a spiritual level. And there are things that we're supposed to adhere to. There's divine rules and character formation and becoming a better person and making the world a better place. And like, that's so far gone. Like, people have become so selfish and so only about themselves, and they don't think about the greater good or any of these things, right? I mean, not even just a little bit. Go their entire life and not think about other people or how their behavior and what they're doing is affecting the environment and all of it, right? And so we see this all the time, and it's gotten so bad so quickly. It was always going in the wrong direction, but it's devolved really quickly. And you think that the internet's been a blessing, but come on, right? I mean, there's information on the internet, and there's ways that it's benefited all of us, and there's good things about the internet. There's good things about humanity and all of it. There's there's positive things, but for the most part, it's a complete shit show. Right? I mean, it just is. And only spirituality will save this world. Spar Romano definitely reporting from the Apocalypse and the Ascension. Everyone have a blessed day and be grateful.